clean your room, kids!
Yes!
Spanky's Quest
To Camelot! Welcome to a brand new episode of The Completionist. And today, guys, is a very special day because I'm playing a game that I never got to finish when I was a kid. In fact, I forgot its name, and it took you guys out there suggesting it to remind me of this game. So after nearly 15 years of searching, I found this game, and this game was the first Super Nintendo game I've ever played. It actually got me to go out and get a Super Nintendo when I was a kid, really want one. I'm hoping the game has held up this long, but who knows? So let's go ahead and get your sports ready.
Spanky's Quest. Now, it's not as disgusting or as perverted as it sounds. I think what really is endearing about this game is that you really have no clue about what's going on from beginning to end. I would have loved to read the user's manual to really understand what the developer was trying to tell me.
But Batman, what the hell is going on in this game?
Thus, I digest. Let's move on. It's fruit. Natsume is a company that made this game. Prior to the development of Spanky's Quest, they made a few games for the NES, but other than that, it's kinda just been this random game company. Later they would go on to help develop / produce a few of the Harvest Moon titles.
What exactly do you harvest if one goes to harvest on the moon?
You know, Greg, you sure ask the best questions.
I'm gonna light your beard on fire.
What was that, Greg?
I'm gonna light your beard on fire, Gerard!
So, we are presented with our lovely hero, which I'm going to assume is Spanky because he's the only real character here that I can see, let alone control. He's walking through the forest one day with his purple backpack just trucking along when suddenly several bricks fall from the sky, trapping him. And when he comes to, he realizes that he's been barricaded inside this castle-type dungeon place. Then, this witch and a crow start flying by, but you only really see their shadows.
And then the fruit from the backpack attack!
That's right, Greg. Suddenly, fruit and vegetables jump out of your backpack and start chasing after you. So at this point, from what I gather, you want to try and get out of this building, but it's strange because when you move on to the next set of levels, it looks like you're in San Francisco or something. The saddest thing about Spanky's Quest is that we really don't know what his quest is. Yes, we can say that his quest is to get out of this brick wall encampment, but there's not really a huge goal other than survival. Maybe that's all he really needs? I don't know. Everything just seems so weird.
I think it's just one of those situations where we need to move on and accept the bizarreness that is this game. Ladies and gentlemen, the pirouetting apples! Stay away from witches, kids.
There's nothing too revolutionary when it comes to Spanky's Quest, but I have to give it credit, the background models are clear and colorful, sometimes even mesmerizing. The music does help push the experience a little bit more. I think it's the combination of the first level baddies, music, and environment that really stuck with me all these years. To go along with the craziness, the environments don't make any sense at all while traveling through the game. The first level you start out in some type of neutral prison type place, but by level 2 you're in what looks like to be some form of San Francisco, followed by Vegas, then deep sea diving, then Vegas again. Mind you, as far as we know, Spanky has been trapped in this brick-laid building around him.
So I guess that's what happens when you go to jail. You hallucinate about homicidal fruit and exotic locations. Good times!
The cartoonish vibe also contributes to its addictive traits. Imagine playing an 8-bit game, then suddenly seeing this eye-popping, color palette-filled game that makes no sense at all, but it looks really fun. Don't get me wrong, this is not the best looking game on the SNES, but it did exactly what it needed to when I was younger. It pulled me in. The gameplay helps dull the weirdness down a little bit, I think. For how weird this game comes off as, the primary gameplay focuses on platforming, collecting things, and awkward bad guys. My favorite, Mega Mans! Your goal in each level is to make your way to the door with the key locks on them. However many locks are on the door are the amount of keys you need to find. Pretty simple concept, not too difficult. But then we start drifting back into the weird. You can do one of two things in this game: jump and throw/pop a bubble. On your quest, you must jump and thrope your way through 50 stages equipped with bizarre boss battles and catchy music. When you throw a bubble, it starts out really small, but then if you catch the bubble with your head, the bubble will double in size. Each time it's bumped up in size, you can pop the bubble and a different projectile will come out. What's the projectiles, you're wondering?
The sports balls! Woohoo!
That's right! You kill your enemies by blowing up a bubble, and when you pop it, it turns into various balls from different sporting events. Popping the bubble upon first throwing it is a baseball, followed by an array of soccer balls, followed by a volleyball that is actually the best, as it maintains its position and just generates more volleyballs in a circular rotation. And lastly, we have what I call the surprise of basketballs. Surprise!
Death from above.
In a few levels, you may stumble upon hidden doorways. These doors are easy ways to keeping your inventory of keys to a minimum use, while having an opportunity to get an extra life by bouncing the ball over and over and over again. And once you bounce it several times, it will pop and... surprise!
Death from above.
Actually, it's an extra life.
Oh, then just surprise. Yeah, my bad. No death. Just the fruit hallucinations.
Like most platformers, you can't take a hit or else you'll die. Dying is actually quite easy. Early on in the game, I found it great to be hoarding as many lives as possible by beating the bonus stages, defeating enemies, and collecting bonus coins to raise your score. Also to note, Spanky's hitbox is a little off. There were many moments where despite jumping cleanly over an enemy, I would still die. Speaking of death,
A lovely point to start with, Gerard.
if you wait for too long to finish a level, this game pulls a bubble, but instead of being attacked by a death whale, you are suddenly attacked by the evil crow from earlier. You can't kill it, it kills you, and you must run to the exit before it's too late.
Stay away from me, Crow. You're no good, Crow! Get out of my way, fruit! Oh god, there's a death crow! Oh my god, take that! Yeah! I'm gonna sports ball you to death! Oh my god, he doesn't die. Oh my god, he doesn't die. He only causes me death. Oh, get out of here! Why the crow? I want the whale!
You know, one thing that always cracks me up about these early games is password entries. I find these hilarious because they make these passwords so complicated and seem as if there were thousands of different passwords. But in reality, there's only 6 levels and 6 passcodes. Spanky's Quest is one of those games. While you plow through each level, you'll find different hats you can wear. These hats provide different temporary bonuses, such as being able to receive one hit and not dying, or gliding safely down from a ledge. All the enemies apparently spawn from Spanky's purple backpack. The fruits and vegetables from his backpack come to life, and Spanky must kill them with his sports bubbles. Enemies range from flying lemons, constipated lettuce, dancing apples, lint balls, to even my favorite, the thoughtful peach.
I wonder what I'm gonna do today. Maybe I'll go to the store. Maybe I'll go to the park and look at the ducks.
I want to kill monkeys.
The boss fights really provide a really difficult learning curve at first. For starters, if you get game over, you start at level 1 of your current level that you're platforming through. So dying on a boss fight you don't really know what to expect is never fun. As the fight goes on, you'll get frustrated at the fact that you can't really maintain a particular bubble. Each time you head bump the bubble, it gets bigger. That's really my only complaint. I wish I had the ability to hold the bubble on its size that I'd want, so I can really take the fight to these gigantic evil fruit things.
When a big fruit comes along, you must kill it. You better tell him to go long. You must kill it. Kill it into shape. Use them balls with range. Sports is fun. Kill the fruit. Don't get infected. It's not too late to kill it. Kill him good. Kill that fruit.
So you've conquered the 50 stages of interesting platforming, and you've battled 5 different variations of fruits and vegetable bosses. It's time to go toe-to-toe with whatever this evil thing is that held you in this weird universe of weirdiness. Alright. Wait. What? Repeating boss battles?
Commence round.
Okay, before I go off into the deep end, I want to point out that the Mega Man series has it right when it comes to repetitive boss battles, and here's why.
Wait. Is that a pineapple wearing sunglasses?
Yes.
Just making sure.
When you fight a boss, the first time you generally don't have the item you want to kill him with, or a certain piece of armor from the X series, so the fight is much harder. But when you kill it, you're given an item to slay the next boss, or by the time you meet him again, you've acquired another armor piece or a new strategy that has helped your character and you grow as a whole. This is fantastic and a great way to deal with repetitive boss fights, as the fights are not the same. But Spanky's quest is really frustrating. Sure, the first few boss fights were pretty easy, but when you get to the last few fights, the frustration is back on and in full force, making you want to rage over and over again. And guess what? Even if you defeat all 5 bosses again, you finally do get to go toe-to-toe with the evil witch and the crow. And yes, you do have to defeat both of the forms. But if you get game over, you're starting right back from the very first boss fight. Even for the avid classic gamer as myself, I have to admit, the level of annoyance finally got to me after a while.
There, Shirako. You'll always be the laser clown.
No, Greg, no song about being a laser clown in this one. Not this time.
Shirako, oh Shirako, oh Shirako.
Spanky's Quest was one of those games that when I was a kid I loved, but revisiting now, there's a lot of weird to it that I just couldn't get past, and it was pretty damn frustrating at times. With that in mind, guys, this game gets my completionist rating of, look at it.
Look at it.
Before I go, guys, I just want to say thank you so much. We've actually almost reached 30,000 subscribers since I've announced the 20th 1,000 subscriber contest. So, but we will have a new contest just for the 30,000 subs, but we're still in the middle of the 20,000. Today was the last day, or the day before, was the last day to submit submissions for this. I've picked my top 5, and they are right here. These are the top 5 right here. Now, in order for these 5 to win, they must go on to Facebook, or rather you guys at home must go on to Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, all those places, and leave comments, thumbs up, all that stuff. Whichever ones have the most popularity in regards to the most tweets, the most likes, the most comments, all that stuff will be chosen as the winner, and we'll get to pick one free game out of any of the games I've reviewed thus far. So guys, get to liking, get to commenting, get to tweeting, get to tambling, and do it right now. We have until about 2 weeks. Not next Thursday, but the following Thursday, so 2 weeks. And yeah, good luck to you guys all out there. Let's do your stuff. Independence Day, anyone watch that? No? And now that's all the time I have for today, guys, so please, as always, leave a positive or negative comment in the box below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, Tumblr, all that good stuff. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Kill it good.
When a big fruit comes along, you must kill it. You better tell him to go long. You must kill it. Kill it into shape. Use them balls with range. Sports is fun. Kill the fruit. Don't get infected. It's not too late to kill it. Kill 'em good. Kill that fruit.